Wow, this is a strong message!
No one will have got it!
Welcome. Today's video has been highly requested. I don't quite know why. Somebody once commented, I feel like you have really good culinary skills. Thank you. Very much I do not. But welcome to the first and probably last episode of Bake with Julia. And I say that because I can pretty much only successfully bake one thing, and that's this. Today I'm going to be making my favorite recipe. I believe I once shared these on Instagram stories, but I'm going to make them because they are actually really good. They are blueberry lemon bars. They're immaculate. Apple cinnamon is a good combination, but blueberry lemon
is elite.
Also, they are like an oat base, so it's a really good like breakfast type bar. This is a plant-based recipe. I think it's gluten-free. I don't really know. I eat gluten passionately. Today's do fairy of the day is Gal Rub. Thank you so much for having your notification bell on. I'm wearing my Rose Flower Child merch today, so that's good. I'm also wearing pajama shorts, so that's also something that I'm wearing on my body.
Hey guys, it's Julia. So I'm not coming out with any new merch collections for the rest of the year, but this year for holiday merch I instead wanted to bring back your fave collection from last year. So the spooky flower child merch is back in the merch store. This is the dead rose with the skeleton hand and it's one of my favorite designs ever, so that is available once again as a seasonal design. If you want to get it by Halloween, order during September and it'll get there in mid-October. I have also had some requests to add more inexpensive merch options for those of you who either don't want to buy a clothing piece or want something more affordable, and one of the most requested items were mugs. So I just dropped coffee mugs with the Nature's Anatomy and Flower Child designs in the merch store as well, and those will be permanent. Thank you in advance to anyone who chooses to support, and I hope you enjoy. Love you, BB.
And I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm already enjoying filming it, so let's do this. Okay, I have the actual like master recipe somewhere on my phone, so let me find it. I'll include the recipe in the description box as well as like swaps that you can make, because really you can swap out most of the ingredients in this to make it whatever you want. Plus this is pretty much like a one bowl recipe. It's very low effort, so enjoy. This is my blender. She's also pink for some reason. Clearly my mom bought all the kitchen equipment that we have. It's from KitchenAid. I know some people have like a Vitamix. The base of these bars is basically oat flour, which I know is available, but I just like to make it by grinding my own oats. So these are quick oats from Sprouts, just oats. And you're gonna do 1.5 cups. So I actually like to get a little bit of texture in there. So I do half, another half, that's 1 cup in total. And then for the third half cup, I like to put like half of the half cup, so I leave about 1/4 cup of actual like full oats in there. I leave like a small amount of oats whole, so you kind of get that like oat texture in the final bars. You don't have to do that if you don't like the oat texture. I just like doing it. So there's oats in my blender now, so my oats are now kind of like flour, basically. You can also do this in a food processor if you don't have a blender. I've never tried this with like regular flour, so if you don't have oats, I don't know what to tell you. So, get a ladybug. Just kidding, it's a bowl. I'm gonna dump all of my oat flour in there. Cool. And the remaining like 1/4 cup of full oats. And I guess I'll just put all the dry ingredients in at a time. Baking powder and baking soda, I don't really know the difference between them, but you do need both for this recipe. Baking powder, which is supposed to make your stuff like fluffier. Baking powder, 2 teaspoons. Baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon. So right now it's looking like you've got some like oat flour and some coconut. An undisclosed amount of sugar. Just kidding, it's 1/3 cup. Also, it really does not matter what kind of sugar. You can use white sugar. If you like brown sugar, use brown sugar. If you like powdered sugar, I think you can use powdered sugar. I don't know, just sugar. Salt. Okay. Oh no, it's on, okay. I swear to God, if the camera had not been on just now, I would have taken this all and thrown it at the door. Yay! Salt. I am using iodized salt, or as Kourtney Kardashian calls it, idolized salt. And you're gonna do about 1/2 teaspoon. I used to be like, why do you put salt in baked goods? Because you want it to be sweet, but not salty. But, chemistry lesson, basically salt can actually help to bring out most flavors, particularly sweetness. So you do need a little bit of salt in any of your sweet goods, particularly chocolate, to really bring out the flavor. Everything tastes better with a little bit of salt. Sodium just kind of helps to cut through all the flavors. Same thing with like acid and lemon. It just helps to kind of bring everything out. So I think that's probably why this is the only recipe that I can make, because you got the acid, you've got the salt,
And some sliced pickles on boy. You want to know what? No, I am gonna leave.
It is. That's all the dry ingredients. Cool. Actually, no. So technically, you can do an extra dry ingredient in the form of protein powder. I like putting protein powder in mine. If you don't have protein powder, or if you don't want to put protein powder in, totally fine. I'm using 1 scoop, or about a 1/4 cup of protein powder. But if you don't want to do protein powder, you can do a 1/4 cup of almond butter or a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. And then to compensate for this being a dry ingredient, I just add in a tiny bit of water. I know that's like against the rules of baking, but I really do not give a shit. Is this content? I hope it's content. Okay, next up you need 2 eggs worth of a binder. So basically for this part, you can use 2 eggs, obviously, or you can use basically the equivalent of 2 eggs in whatever type of egg substitute you want to use. So like flax egg, like powdered egg substitute. There's a bunch of different egg substitutes you can use in baking, so if you don't have or don't want to use eggs, use whatever you want. Cool. But you do need this, otherwise they're literally just gonna be like crumbly oat and they'll fall apart. They won't be bars.
Bars!
By the way, this is actually a real sunflower from my garden. I just put it in the background for the aesthetic. The rest of my kitchen is disgusting. So this is like the clean side of the counter that you're seeing. Applesauce, cool. Do we have applesauce? I might not have applesauce, that's not good. I did have applesauce. It was moldy. Yes, bitch. 1/2 cup of applesauce. I'm just gonna assume that 1 packet is 1/2 cup. And we're gonna call it from there. And if you wanna make these a little bit less like breakfasty and a little bit more desserty, you can use 1/2 cup of butter or 1/2 cup of coconut oil. And now, I grew this. Not really, but we actually have a lemon tree in my backyard, so I didn't grow this. I was away at college. My dad grew these. It looked like I was giving CPR just now. Basically what I was doing, I'll just do it in view for you guys. Take a lemon and you just kind of roll it like this, and this actually helps you get out a lot more juice than you would be able to get out if you didn't roll it. Also, it makes your kitchen smell amazing. So, rolling the lemon. Chest compressions for the lemon. And then I know I said 3 tablespoons. I'm using the entire lemon. The 3 tablespoons is more for people who are using like pre-bottled lemon juice. I just like to put in a lot of lemon. It's like when a recipe asks for like 1 clove of garlic, I'm like, how about an entire bowl of garlic? Also, when you first squeeze the lemon juice in, you're gonna see a little bit of bubbling. That's just the baking soda and the lemon reacting. Chemistry, don't worry about it. If anything, it makes your bars just a little bit fluffier, so it's a good time. Also, there's really like no substitute for the lemons. I'm sorry, you can't use lime. It just does not taste the same. Yeah, I'm sorry. And if you don't like lemon, don't make these. Vanilla extract for me in baking recipes is like garlic in regular recipes. I will use as much of it as I damn want. Yeah, that looks good. But for the sake of the recipe, 1/2 teaspoon to 1 teaspoon. I was really about to start stirring this without adding the blueberries in for the blueberry lemon bars. So I am so powerful. My mind, it amazes me sometimes. I'm gonna take, these are frozen blueberries from Sprouts. Otherwise, blueberries just go way too bad too quickly. So I would recommend using frozen, honestly. Here's what we got, and I'm just going to stir it. This only happens if you're using frozen instead of fresh, but your batter is gonna turn kind of purple. That's just from the blueberries. It does look gray once it comes out of the oven though, so it's not gonna be pretty for long. Anyways, just kind of fold all the ingredients together using any type of spatula. The way I didn't even use the wooden spoon. I like using a 9x5 pan for this. You get like 10 bars out of this and they're like pretty decently sized. But if you want to make them like smaller and flatter, you can. You can also make this into like kind of like a bread, like a blueberry loaf type thing if you want to do that, like banana bread without the bananas. And then because I don't like washing pans out afterwards, I just like to line it with foil. And now I'm just pouring in my kind of grayish blue, purple, yummy, yummy batter. Yeah, this is like straight up gray. These are not gonna look pretty. I definitely should have used fresh blueberries, at least for the video. Like, god damn it, Julia. But these are good, like I swear, they're really good. They're really good. That's so disgusting, I'm sorry. Once you have your batter in the pan, you can go ahead and put it into the oven. If you have like a big conventional oven like so. Preheat it to 350 before you start preparing all the ingredients. It's actually fairly quick to mix everything together because, again, very low effort recipe. However, because I'm just doing like a small loaf, I'm not gonna actually turn on my entire oven and make the house 100 degrees. So I'm just gonna be using the toaster oven to bake it. My toaster oven has settings where you can put it on 350, and bake it for 40 minutes. And now we cut to the results, which are probably gonna be filmed on my iPhone because I'm tired.
Bars. 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 Bars.
I need you to believe me that they're actually good. Ugly food is delicious though, so leave me alone. They're actually really cute. So I cut them into tenths, and they're kind of more of like a snack size, but if you want them to be bigger for like more of a breakfast size, you could even cut them into like fourths and have like a breakfast little bake bar. That would be so good. I like eating them with strawberry jam, and it's delicious. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do try the recipe out, let me know if it's actually good or if I'm just insane. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed down below. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You're probably never going to see another Bake with Julia episode ever again, but that's fine. And if you made it to the very end of this video,
You want to know what? No, I am gonna leave.
Big spider. Araña grande.
Yeah.